This is the brand new stubby pressure washer wand from Active. Active Pressure Washers is known for making extremely cost-efficient, high-performance electric pressure washers, especially for your car detailing needs. These units typically range from about 250 to 350, and they're getting close to that 2 gallons per minute, 1200 PSI. They're fantastic units. Highly, highly recommend them. This is the first time that I know of that they have created a short, stubby one like this. So let's go ahead and check it out. Now, Active actually sent me 2 of these units. So I'm gonna be choosing a winner from this video as well. Just comment down below if you want this. They sent me 2. I've been using one in one of my vans in my mobile detailing setup. The other one is this one right here that we're gonna be reviewing. So again, just comment down below and let me know if you want this thing. Then I'll choose a winner and get this out to you. Just so you know, there are scams out there that'll say it's somebody from like Telegram or whatever else will say, hey, you won. It's not true. I will reach out to you specifically, and I will also mention the winner's name on an upcoming video. So just make sure, don't fall for any scams. I'll ask for shipping. I won't ask for any shipping. I'll just be giving a giveaway and including the shipping in it. So my first impressions of this pressure washer wand. In my personal opinion, the design, I didn't like it very much. It looks like a beluga whale to me with this large hump up here. It also, I don't know if it's just the appearance of it, but it also feels heavy to me, a little bit top heavy because of this. I don't know if it is. We're gonna throw this on the scale here shortly and test it out. Now, another design cue that they did is they added this rubberized grip on the back here. And I like that. I like the concept of it, but just holding it in my hand makes me feel like it might cause some irritation in my hand, maybe cause a blister over time, just with that rubberized texture. But I will say, guys, I've been using this thing and it doesn't. That was one of my initial thoughts with this, but it's very, very comfortable in the hand when you're actually using it. Now, as far as the design goes, as you can see, the quick connect on the front and the quick connect swivel on the bottom, which it does have a swivel, which is awesome, are very, very short and compact and flush into the unit, much more so than any other pressure washer wand. So this is the MTM SGS 28, SGS 28. And as you can see, the nozzle sticks out quite a bit further up top, and then also on the bottom, it sticks out quite a bit further. I'm gonna get close into the camera for you guys so you can actually see here. I'm gonna try and line these up equally, and here you go. So you can see it sticks out considerably farther, right? And then as well as on the back swivel, line those up equally. And again, way, way shorter. Now, what was the purpose behind that? And I think it was just the fact that they were trying to match one of the best pressure washer wands out there, the Mosmatic, especially the Obsessed Garage OG spec Mosmatic gun, which has a redesign of the connection point here, and it is like this one. It's very, very flush, compact, so you're not having a longer connection point from your hose. In my personal opinion, I don't care about that, honestly. I have a hose connected anyway. What do I care if there's an extra, inch or half inch? Personally, I don't see the benefit in that. It is nice that it's compact, but for me, not a big selling point. However, the fact that they used a G-style thread for the connection point up here, I believe, you know what, I haven't taken it off, but I'm assuming it's a G-style thread, which just means there's either G-style or NPT style. The NPT does this. It's more of a universal fit where it seats in, it's at a little bit of an angle, so it seats in, you're gonna have some thread exposed, but it seats in nice and tight. Whereas this one was designed specifically for it, and as you can see, it goes right flush to the connection point. Now, the compact nature of this connection point up here does make a difference to me, and I like it very, very much because when I was using this, you connect your foam cannon to it, and because the connection point is so close, you're losing the extra distance here, which creates more torque on your hand. So when you're holding it, it doesn't feel as top heavy as something else that's a little bit longer. Again, it's not a huge difference, but it is very, very nice. One other feature that this has is, as you can see, when I pull the trigger, you'll hear it click. I'm gonna get close to the microphone. You pull a little bit, and then there's a click to get it past. Most other ones do not have that. They just pull all the way through. The Mosmatic, again, does have this. Now, I personally have never used the Mosmatic, and I have the OG spec one on order. It's coming, and I'm gonna be doing a full-blown comparison, comparing a pressure washer wand from like a $45 price point all the way up to that OG spec Mosmatic, which was like $192 or something crazy like that. But the purpose of this video is just to give you my first impressions and how I liked it while I was using it. Now, in the upcoming video where I'm comparing them all, we will be opening this thing up, comparing the internals, all that kind of good stuff. between all of those different pressure washer wands. But again, these key features are really awesome. Again, the fact that it's a swivel and these are stainless steel connection points right here at the nozzle. You can see brass, so there's brass internals. But again, someone commented on a video that I did in the past, where I was talking about stainless steel versus brass, and that person commented, if brass is good enough for the US Navy, then it's good enough for me. And I was like, you have a good point, sir. And I agree with you 100%. Brass is very, very anti-corrosive. It stands up to sea salt and all that kind of stuff, salt water. So stainless steel is known to be more anti-corrosive, but brass, we're dealing with clean water here 99% of the time. Some cleaners will be a little higher in alkaline or acidity, but overall, brass is perfectly fine. So before we get on to the actual use case of how I like it when I'm using it, let's just go ahead and weigh it. Like I said, it does feel heavier to me, so let's go ahead and check. So right here, I have 4 different pressure washer wands, all side by side. We have the MTM SGS28, the McKillens, which is one that I highly recommend. Comes with a swivel, brass fittings, connections. Very, very good unit here for 65 bucks versus this thing's like 85 bucks. Then we have one from MJJC. We all know that I love the MJJC foam cannons. We got the Pro V2 and then the SV3 here. Love them, fantastic units. So this is their gun. And then we have the brand new Active stubby wand as well. So I have my scale right here. We're gonna go ahead and start weighing these out. Number 1 is the MTM. And as you can see, it is coming in at 21.5 ounces. 21.5 ounces. Next one up is the McKillens. 22.1 ounces, so slightly heavier there. Go on to the MJJC, now put it on here. 23.1 ounces, so slightly higher again. And then finally, the Active, again, feels heavy to me, but let's go ahead and check. And we are at 24.6 ounces. So that definitely is the highest of the ones that we have here. Just real quick, 24.6 ounces for the heaviest. And 21.5, is that what it was before? 21.4? Anyway, somewhere right around there for the lightest. So what is that? About 3 ounces heavier than the lightest one in the option. Again, not a huge difference, but just holding it as is, you do feel it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and talk about the actual use case. I was out doing some detail work for some of my customers the other day. Was using the Active stubby wand here along with the Active 2.0 pressure washer, which I love. I've been testing that in my mobile unit for quite some time now to see if it can handle professional use, being used every day, multiple hours a day. And so far, I've had it in there for a few months now, no issues. That unit is fantastic. It's rated for like 200 hours. I don't know exactly what I'm at, but again, few months worth of everyday detailing. So it's holding up very, very well. Now, because of this shorter connection point, when I went to go put my foam cannon in, it's a little bit different. I don't have as much room here to grab on and pull back the collar of the quick connect versus something that's a bit longer. I can kind of stick my finger into the handle here, just put it in, boom, good to go. Very, very nice and easy. This one, again, just because of the bulkiness of it, it just wasn't as easy to do. Something you'll get used to, I'm sure, not a big deal at all. But the benefit of this is, again, while I'm using it, it's very, very comfortable and everything feels lighter in the hand because I don't have that torque from the extra length. Because it's so compact, it actually makes the whole setup feel lighter. Now, another thing to note is while I was using it, again, I talked about this rubberized texture, and I was completely wrong. I did 3 cars in one day with this, zero impact on my hand. I was actually very, very comfortable. I had no issue with that. I was really, really concerned with this causing some sort of blister or something, but not at all. It's very, very comfortable. Overall size, again, this thing is just extremely compact compared to some of these other ones. And if you look closely, the actual length here, when you hold it in your hand, right, tucks under there nicely, and then for me, it fits like pretty much perfect. I guess I'm a little bit, if I get more comfortable with it, then it's technically digging into my hand down here, but this is such a soft edge, it actually feels very, very comfortable. No issue with anything like that. And also, I do like this hard edge here that really kind of tucks into the this section of your hand. Feels really comfortable. It feels like it's not going to slip out of your hand. You have really good control with it. So overall, I absolutely love this thing. It works very, very well. Comfortable in the hand. Like I said, the quick connects being flush in it's nice when you're using it. It's a little bit harder to connect your foam cannon, in my personal opinion, but when I'm using it, it's very, very nice. Now, is it a good value? This one retails for about 80 bucks. Again, the MTM SGS 28 is 85 bucks. The McKillens, which is very similar to that one, retails for 65 bucks. So are you gonna go with an $80 version or a $65 version? I don't know yet. I want to wait to make that definitive decision or recommendation once the Mosmatic unit comes in and actually arrives, and I can compare them all side by side. For me personally, guys, between these two, this thing is the main part about this one. Again, it's a little bit lighter, the MTM, and it has that really easy pull trigger. But the Macmillan's is easy enough. It's not hard to pull at all. Slightly heavier, but for a $20 savings, this is where I go. I always go with the Macmillan's. This is my go-to pressure washer wand currently. So again, at 80 bucks, is this a value? I don't know. Once we actually look at it compared to the Mosmatic. If this is comparable to that Mosmatic pressure washer wand that's $190, at least for the OG spec one, if this is comparable to that, then yes, this thing's an extreme value, right? Instead of 190, we're at 80 bucks, so that would be phenomenal. But again, I can't decide that until I have that one in my hand, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on the upcoming videos. That one is on order already from Obsessed Garage. It's coming, and I will be making a video on that as soon as it gets in. So stay tuned for that, guys. But that's it for today's video. Just wanted to give you a quick update and kind of overview of the new Active Short Pressure Washer Wand. This thing is rated at 5,000 PSI and 12 gallons per minute. It's a very robust little pressure washer wand. You're gonna be able to use it in many different occasions with different pressure washers. Even when you go onto the gas that have a higher PSI, higher GPM, this should still hold up. So that's it for today's video. Please make sure to like the video, make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one.